myself Santosh. I do have around 9 years of experience working in IT industry, and currently I'm working as manager in Microsoft. My core experience is towards data science, data engineering, and data analytics project. Currently, I'm managing around 8 projects, and total I have worked with around 80 projects from different domains such as banking, healthcare, insurance, e-commerce, and retail. And I'm a certified trainer taking training for KSR for the last 5 years.
Well, thank you all for joining the session. And what we are going to see as today is we'll try to understand Power Platform. In the Power Platform, what are the tools we are going to learn, and especially what we are going to focus from today. If you all understand, it's a platform. So what's a platform? One thing which I remember platform is a railway station platform. This is the one thing which I remember, right? Now, what happens when you talk about a platform? Let's talk about very basic language, very basic English. What's a platform? We all know about railway station platform, right? The tracks are there, right? And the escalators are there. The lifts are there. If you want to go from one platform to other platform, obviously I'm from Bangalore. So Bangalore, we have almost, if you have not visited, Bangalore railway station is having almost 12 to 13 platforms. So from one place to other place, or one platform to other platform, you keep moving, right? The platforms never move, right? The platforms never move. The train comes, drops, then moves, right? Train moves, not the platform. Now, what is a platform? Platform is a place where we can do whatever we feel like doing. For example, train comes, it drops, it picks up, maybe again it starts, arrival, departure, correct? Same way, what these people have done, especially Microsoft people, they have built a platform for us. Whoever wants, let them come, let them use it, let them go out. Let them come, let them use it, let them move out. And that's what they have 5 tools they have designed for us. And the 5 tools which they have designed is the 5 tools that they have designed for us is this 5. So if you talk about Power Platform tools, obviously most of you will be knowing about Power BI, followed by Power Apps, Virtual Agent, Automate, and in the last year they have also released another product which is called Power Pages. Now, as I said, imagine that it's a like 5 track. Like one track is for Power BI, one track is for Power Apps, one track is for Agent, and one track is for Automate, and one track is for Pages. Let's talk about a platform. Yes, Microsoft has given us a platform. Now, whoever wants, let them build a report, use it, and then move out. Let another company come, or another, let's say in the same platform multiple trains will come, right? Similarly, one company is using a platform, another company comes, they'll also use a platform. Like this, they've made our work very easy. They've made our work very easy. We all know about Power BI. So basically it's one of the oldest tool. When I was teaching Power BI in the beginning, when I started around, 2018 or 17, when we were teaching Power BI, it was at the peak. I used to tell everyone, okay, Power BI is a new tool. It was launched just 4 years back. That is what I was keep telling. Now, Power BI is the oldest tool among the Power Platform. And if you see, it was launched in 2015. When I say 2015, it is almost 8 years. So 8 years could be still a new product for us. But if you compare with the other product, this is the oldest product. So moving on with the Power BI, we already know enough about Power BI. It's a BI tool. One straightforward definition is it converts your raw data into insights. Most of you are BI developers who are already working in Power BI. You already know what exactly we do. And in fact, in our course also, we have covered Power BI, starting with charts we did, and we added additional information. We did the data cleaning. We shared the report to end users, everything we did, right? Now, the second thing which we wanted to learn now is we are going in order. Power BI is done. Now we are going with Power Apps. Now, what is this Power App? Now, app itself, you can think about like a mobile application. You can think about like a mobile application. Now, what we can do from a mobile application, if you are using a website, let me ask you a straightforward question. KSR is having a mobile app. KSR is having a website. Honestly, tell me, how many of you are logging from website? How many of you are logging from mobile phones? Maximum 90% of your people are logging in from mobile. Why? You can wear headphones, you can keep an hand, you can go for a walk, you can go for a kitchen, you can sleep, you can attend, you can do whatever you want, right? That's what we do, right? Thank God it's not a video session. If it's a video session, each one will be in different directions. Each one will be in different place, correct? And that's what we do. Even if I want to see some movie or if I want to see something, I just don't sit straight. I just lean, I use my bed, I sleep, I lean and see. That's what I do, right? And in fact, you also do the same thing. But if you have a laptop or if you are using a website, always you need to charge, right? Your mobile, even if you charge for 100%, even if you're using continuously without a break, your mobile can still be used for a day, like almost 18 to 20 hours. But your laptop will drain off within 4 hours, right? Of course, the processor is different, the way of using is different. Okay. Now, the other thing which you need to think about is how this app is going to be useful for us. And in fact, if I want to count it, there are millions of application that is available in your phone. Now, it could be your Google Play Store apps, or it could be your iPhone apps, right? Or it could be Microsoft apps. There are millions of applications that is making our work easier. Now let's talk about why this app is so useful for us. The first reason which I will say is you can carry wherever you go. It's just a smartphone and you have installed an app, you can carry wherever you go. Whereas if you're taking a laptop, sometimes in certain places they will not even allow your laptops, right? So there are some restrictions. But smartphone, you can go wherever, you can take wherever you want, right? The only place which, with my conscious and in the places which I visited, except Tirumala temple, everywhere you can take mobile phones, right? Everywhere you can take. The last few years, wherever I went, except Tirumala, everywhere I can take the phone. Correct? Now that is where your mobiles are easily carryable, right? And in that only you have a app. Now why apps are so much in demand? The one reason is 24/7 you can use it. You can use it at any point of time. It makes your work easier. What if I say you that WhatsApp you can just message only from your web? Most of the people will never come online. But if it's in a smartphone, every minute also you come online. Correct? Now what exactly this Power Apps is going to help us? It is going to build an app for our company, for our client, and it is going to make our work easier. To take one step forward, we'll talk about more on Power Apps. In Power Apps, what are the things you can do? You can have certain services. For example, if you take a KSR application itself, you have a smartphone and you have a KSR app installed. What are the things you can do? Okay, you can browse the course, you can select the course, whatever you want, and you can buy, you can see the, I mean, you can watch the videos, you can do whatever you want, right? By using Power Apps, you can build according to the business need, right? Nowadays, everywhere there is a app. If you want to order something, we do have app. If you want to purchase something, we do have an app, right? Everywhere. And you were talking about OTT platforms, right? When in the start of the class, when I asked, have you all watched movie? Everyone is saying OTT platform. And OTT platforms also are apps, right? We have Netflix, you have Hotstar, and you have Prime. These are the three things which I know. So there are a lot of other OTT platforms as well. Now, this is also app. Now, the flexibility of using an app is very easy for us when we compare with our laptops. Okay, now I'll give a simple example. Whenever I meet Mahesh, usually when we meet on weekends, whenever we are like going out to meet our business or a client, wherever we go, he carries a laptop. Wherever he goes, he carries a laptop. I keep asking him, we're just going for a lunch or we're just going for a meeting a client, and why do you want to carry a laptop? And he says that, no, what if students will have some issues? They have some request, they would have sent a mail, or they would be like, they would have paid the fees and I should give an access. So always I need to go and do it in my laptop. Even if you're going for a lunch or a dinner, he carries a laptop. I told him, why you need it? Why can't we do it in an app? Why can't we do it in our mobile? Correct? Now, let me show you a small example. Now, imagine this is our website. Okay. And imagine that we have to add a learner. So today, one person have joined the class for the first time and he has registered for the first time, and I will go and add a new user. Now, this is what I was saying. Mahesh always carries a laptop. You know why? Any new student that has been added, any new student gets registered, any new student wants to get this course, he will go and add this. He'll go and add this. So there could be a new student or there could be a new trainer as well, right? There could be a new student, or who knows, we may also hire a new instructor. Correct? New instructor, or we can add a student. So depending on the student, maybe the page navigations will happen. Imagine 2 o'clock we are having lunch, one student pings us and says that I want to get registered to this course. And is Mahesh always carries a laptop. He opens a laptop. Obviously, we have to give first preference to our students. So he opens a laptop and he starts entering it, and he enters name. Kiran is my best friend. I do have a story of Kiran. I'll tell you. So Kiran at, let's say, datavision.com or maybe any gmail.com, and I'll give his number. I'll give his number and I'll give the password and I'll give the student and let him get the notification and I'll submit it. Now this is what we have to do every time a student comes into picture. Every time a student comes into picture, and this is what I need to do. Do you think this is possible only in website? Why can't we do it in mobile app? Why we should carry laptop every time? Why can't we do it in our mobile app? And that's where now we have an alternative. What we will do is, so this is a website, okay? Datavision.com/learners is a website, and I don't want Mahesh to carry laptop every now and then. That is something which, as a team, as a development team, we don't want that to happen. So what we will do is, let's say I'll show you another example. Let me show you another example what we can give as a solution. Let me show you that. So this is an application that we have built now for Mahesh. So what he will do, he will go here, log in. Okay, let's say he will, any new user comes in. Assume that Kiran is a admin now. The server is down. So let me show you on the screen itself. So this is a KSR app that we have built for Mahesh. Why? We are making his work easier. Every time he wants to add the screen, I don't want him to add the screen again and again. I don't want him to carry a laptop again and again. So we are going to help him with the screen. See, we are going to give him a mobile app now. Just like what you have seen in a website, now as a team, this is all for us, okay? We are all going to work together. We are going to build this app for Mahesh. The biggest gift that we can give from this batch should be an app that we can give it to Mahesh. So what he can do, he can go and add any student if he wants. If he wants to add any trainer, of course, he can definitely do it. Course, browse. So here, maybe it was a different option. I can choose a super admin or a instructor, but maybe I've given him a different option. It's all about designing, right? Now, this is what we are going to achieve. Of course, this is an example, but we will be taking one of the business use case and we will be helping him to do a app. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, each one of you will be able to build an app. Each one of you will be able to build an app, right? Now, how is this possible? Should we learn any coding? Should we learn any skills? Well, one thing I can see you is already Microsoft has given you a platform. What you need to do is just use its features. As simple as that. You can use whatever features is there. You just use it and you can achieve this. Again, I'm repeating the objective for the next part, that is the Power Apps. We are going to help business. We are going to help our clients and we are going to solve their issues by providing an app. That is what we are going to do. Simple example, the live example I've seen is I don't want Mahesh to always go and use the website. I want him to carry in his smartphone. So smartphone everyone will have in his hand. So why can't he add? Any student who calls him and says that I've got registered to this course, I need this access, immediately he can go and add a student information and he can choose what type of course is looking for. And he can just get him registered. What else we need? Okay. Now, another other example which I want to show you is, how many of you are using Act broadband in your house? Anyone? I'm using Act. Act, right? How do you pay bills? On your website or in your app? Let me show you how the app looks. Okay. You have seen the app, right? This is what same exact app it looks like. You can log out and you can see. This is the first page you can see. This is how the app looks like. This is how the app looks like. I'll go and click get started. It is asking, are you new to the Act FiberNet or are you like an existing Act FiberNet? Whoever is using Act app, you can see this. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. You go and click Instagram. It is going to take you to the Instagram of Act. This is the Instagram of Act. You go and click YouTube. It is directly going to take you to the YouTube of Act. If you want to go and click a phone, obviously this will open my WhatsApp and this will open my phone. And if you're very new to act, or if you're an existing customer, you can just go. If you're going for a new customer, you can go with this, and automatically it is going to ask you the user ID, user registration, and you can use it. You can register for the first time. This is the exact app. If you go and install in your Play Store, you can see the exact app. But the question is, now we are not going to build your Google apps or your iPhone apps. This is a separate platform that we have called Microsoft. In the Microsoft, you're going to build this app, and you can build any app and however you want with respect to features. Let's say the login page, the credentials, and you want to have some, like I want to see how many plans are there. Or even if you take a KSR application where we have how to add a student, how to add your trainers, all this you can do it. Correct? What is the time now? August 10th, 7:30. I'm giving you a promise. In the next 3 weeks, each one of you will be able to build like app like this. Maybe I've shown you two examples. One is a KSR app. One is a very famous broadband connection act, not for promotion, but this is something which I like. Very good connectivity, especially in my area. So I use this, and for them, I'm trying to sell this app now. Not sure whoever is bachelor in this group. Okay, if you want to propose your partner, you can propose with the app. As simple as that. That easy it is. To build an app, it's that easy it is. Don't propose with a rose. Don't propose with a greeting. That is all old story. If you want to propose, you propose with the app. And trust me, if the person did not accept, you bring that person to me, right? Building app is so easy. Just we need to know how to use it. I keep saying this platform is already there. You just need to know how to use it. Correct? Now, if you ask me personally, nowadays maybe a lot of things are there. You have Chat GPT is there, and you have Google is there, and you have YouTube is there. You have a lot of platforms is there, right? I am basically coming from 90 kids. You know that, right? 2K kids and 90 kids. What is the difference? What is the difference between 2K and 90? No difference. And when I say difference, I am asking how the generation has changed. That way I'm asking. Anyone in this group who's a 2K kid? Anyone in this group is a 2K kid? What a shock, yeah. Not even one. Not even a single person is 2K kid. Freshers, recently passed out, 2021 passed out, 2022 passed out. Can I assume that all are 90K kids? I'm sorry, 90 kids? Even I am 90. And you know what? I keep saying this wherever I go, whenever I meet my cousins, right? Everyone will be like 2K kids only. My cousins all are 2K kids. So when there is a debate, right? I keep saying them. We are the people, we are the generation where we had a very good enjoyment that we did in our school times, college times. We did not have a smartphone. We did not have a phone. And I don't know how many of you remember, usually when I want to talk to someone, I go to a coin booth. That yellow color box will be there. You just put a 1 rupee coin and you dial it like 40 seconds or 30 seconds, it will show you. Immediately you have to drop another coin box, STD booth. You can never see that now, right? Now everyone is listening to their smartphone music. There are so many apps, right? But when we were there, in our generation, we had Walkman. Do you all know this Walkman, right? A lot of things are there. I have a very good habit of how to tell this. Like I have a lot of things in my childhood, whatever I was using. Okay, I have a special in my one room. I have just arranged everything. Okay, with my memory. Like even whatever I played, I used to play with a laser light will be there, right? That red color light will come wherever we are. Like I'll stand in the top of the terrace and I'll try to play with that. And cars, remote cars, all this were like we enjoyed. Nowadays, if I ask him, like recently my cousin was there, okay, his birthday was there. I asked him, what do you want? Do you want any remote car or something? He's saying, I get me one smartphone. The technology has changed, the generation has changed, right? Until 2014, I never used smartphone. 2014 is the where I completed my graduation as well. I never used it, right? Now, if you compare your 90 kids versus 2K kids, the generation has changed. And you know what? Another 10 years, few more things will change. Your IoT will come, Internet of Things will come. If you want to switch off your fan, if you want to switch off your AC, you don't go and plug in your switches. You can do it with your smartphone, right? A lot of things can happen with the generation changing, correct? Now, Why did I tell this? Okay, now let's come back to our topic. 2015, 16, when I was using smartphone, I had a very, I would say, wish actually. I had a wish. At least one app I need to build because we are all using smartphone. We are all using app. So let me build one smartphone. Smartphone's app. So I researched. Okay. And when I researched, one thing I got to know is I have to have an application called Android Studio. In order to build one mobile app, I need to have a software called Android Studio. Android Studio is an official integrated development environment for Google's Android operating system. It clearly says that this is the software that is required to build your app. So I have tried this. Okay, in 2016, 15 and 16, I've tried this because we are using smartphone. That is where like we started to use smartphone. I was very much impressed. Hey, how come these people are building smartphone apps? Like that time we used to be impressed for everything because it's a new product, right? It's a new product, new smartphone. For the first time I'm using it, so I wanted to know how they have done it. So when I researched, so that's where I also started using Google more. So when I researched, they say that you need to have a software which is called Android Studio, which is official integrated development that is specially for Google's Android operating system. And even now it is there. If you see the last release also, they have done it 9 days ago. So every month they also come up with the updates, and they have the preview released, which is like 1 week back. And the size is 9.5 GB. 9.5 GB of space this app consumes. I need to download this. I need to download this. Once I download, I can start using I can start write the code like this. I can build an app. So this is how it looks like. In the left side, you need to write the code, and in the right side, the screen will pop up and you can play with it. If you want to have any functionality, you can implement it. Trust me, this is very, very, very difficult to write it. It's not easy. It's not easy. To make one screen, I really struggled a lot. In 2015, 14 and all, there was not of much of institutes to learn, or there was no much of YouTube videos. There were no much of trainers who can help me. I have to struggle. I have to crawl by myself, and then I have to research. And this is what the result was. Okay, very hard. It was a very hard. But now this tool, if you see, it's almost 9 GB. It requires a very, very good system. It requires a very good system. When I say good system, your RAM should be minimum 16 GB RAM. Your hard disk should be 1 TB. Your processor should be i7 processor. A lot of times my system was also hanged by using this Android Studio. And you know what? Today, you can simply build in your browser only. You don't need to have any application. You don't need to have any software. You don't need anything. Even if you have a i3 processor, right, very much a low configuration system, you can still go and build it. Reason? We are not going to install any software. We are directly going to do on the browser. That's the first important point you need to remember. If you want to build a mobile application, then first thing you have to go and remember is the Android Studio for building your Android apps. But now I want to build a Microsoft app. Well, don't worry, you can build it in your browser itself. And that's what this platform is giving. Okay, now let's go forward. So by using Power Apps, you can build a app and you can use it anywhere. And personally, if you ask me, I'm not a mobile user, but I'm a tablet user. Okay, I use a lot of times tablet. It's like almost you will have a very good screen length. If you want to have if you want to watch movies, if you want to do something, tablet is good. Phone is like very small, so I usually prefer tablet. So you can also go and see your apps in the tablet. Now, what makes your Power Apps so unique is you can build app as less as 10 minutes. You can build the app in less than 10 minutes. I'll do a record in when I'm coming to a classes, right? The practical classes. I will show you how can I build an app in 1 minute. If I say 1 minute, it will be surprising for you. That's why I've given 10 minutes to have at least one functionality. Within 1 minute also you can build an app. Of course, building in 1 minute and building in 1 month makes a difference, right? The quality matters, right? But if you want to talk about an Android app, I have struggled for one page. I have struggled for nearly 3 to 4 months to build an app. Such a difficult software it is. But what makes us so powerful, as the name itself says, that Power Apps. And trust me, this is so powerful for us Because most of the things are drag and drop. You can do a lot of things in with a limited time. A lot of templates also you can reuse it. And most importantly, if you want to do any app, you can do it in as less as 10 minutes. But if you want to have a quality app, you can take around 1 month to achieve it. Now, this is a uniqueness of Power Apps. Now, if you talk about the benefits, it comes with the concept of low code or no code. Now, the concept of low code or no code, I am not saying it's completely everything is drag and drop. Some small expressions you need to write, like what do you write in your Excel? If you know Excel, what do you write in your Excel? And if you worked with Power BI, what you do with your either M language or even with your DAX, small expressions. Similarly, here also something we need to write, small things we need to write where we can go and get the app done. Okay. And compared to your Android or any other applications, this platform is cheaper. This platform is cheaper. And Microsoft, no need to tell about that. They always invest in AI technologies, right? Recently also they have joined their hands with the chat GPT, and they support a lot of AI capabilities. And recently also they have started with Fabric, Copilot. So a lot of things they are doing at the background, right? Being a Microsoft employee, I cannot share all this, but still I'm saying you can expect a lot of changes in the upcoming months where you will see a lot of things that is improving, right? So this is all about benefits of Power Apps. One thing you need to remember is it's very easy to build your app, and with a very minimal technical skills. In my family, everyone, whoever is there in my family, for everyone, the course is free. Why? Whoever is there in my family, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, everyone, course is free. Why? If I take money, what will happen from my relatives? Definitely I'll get a gift. Huh? So whenever I teach something for my family, I have to give free, right? I have to forcefully have to give free. If they're not, I mean, if I'm taking money, they'll start talking about myself and they'll spread everything in the family. So whoever comes, okay, you attend, right? Now, my cousin who is just completed its is seventh standard. Okay, he has completed seventh standard, and in the fifth standard only, I've asked him to go to a computer class. So where he learned typing, he knows typing and he types very well. Okay, he types very fast. And even if I have a race between him, like who types fast, he will win. That type of typewriting he has practiced and is now seventh standard. In the March month, he had summer holidays. Okay, he had summer holidays. So he came to me. So when I was taking class, he was also learning. I mean, he was also listening. He was also trying to understand, okay, how you need to be confident, how you need to talk. So I'm training him. Okay, it's basically like, is my next generation, right? So obviously I need to guide him. In the 3 months holidays, the summer holidays, fortunately for him, I was teaching previous batch the same topic. Sixth standard student was able to build an app. Do you think we cannot? Do you think we cannot do it? Sixth standard student going to seventh standard in the vacation time, he came, he learned, and he is able to build an app. Do you think we cannot? And he knows nothing about the industry. He knows nothing about the market. He knows nothing about the Microsoft. All is this because minimal technical skill. Of course, there are a lot of challenges. He may not be an expert, but he was able to build a basic app. And I've told him, build it, go tell your friends. I was able to build an app at the age of 10 or 12, right? That easy it is. I know you will also be building, so slowly you will understand how easy it is. But as and then, I'm not saying completely easy. I'll see. Uh, Today, Jailer movie is released, but the way they have given the trailer, what is a trailer? Trailer is something which they summarize the entire movie in just 2 minutes. What is this 2 minutes? It's a trailer. So by seeing the trailer, they see that, okay, you get the interest to watch movie. Obviously, I also should make you to get interest, right? That's why I'm talking about all these apps. You can do it in less than 2 minutes. But if you want to build a application like a KSR application or like a act application, you have to spend around 1 to 2 months for designing, formatting, functionality, correct? But you require minimum technical skill. So talk about each and every benefits. You can have three type of apps you can build. This is something which I'll be talking in the later part of time when we come to the practical classes. First, initially 1 or 2 classes, I'm trying to give an idea what these topics are and what we are going to learn. I wanted to show some examples, right? And later we will be focusing on the implementation, correct? So we can build the app either by using a Canvas app, or you do have something called model driven app, or recently they have also started with something called website. All this you can do it. Not always need to write code, and that means it's not a zero coding. When I say low coding or no coding, some functionalities you can achieve it without code, some functionalities you have to write a bit of code, right? And some of the times you can also adjust the screens automatically, and you can make some user defined apps. The good thing about this is it also supports the other third party integrations. That's very good to know, because since Microsoft is a one of the branded company, they usually don't interact, I mean, don't join hands with any other technologies or any other tools. But this time Microsoft is also supporting some of the third party services, which is very good to know. And some of the automations you can do, for example, if someone is registering, an automatic email can be generated, right? I'm not sure if you would have got, how many of people got email from me today today afternoon to your Gmail? Whoever have got registered to KSR, have you all got email? What was the email about? You would have got email from me. What was that? Now, do you think I would have sent email to each and everyone individually? Yes. That is an automation. Why will I go and send manually? We have 10,000 students. For 10,000 students, do you think I can go and send manually one by one? Practically not possible. I have to go and automate it, correct? So certain business process, if you want to automate, for example, even though I'm giving free sessions for my cousins, simply I cannot go and give free. I need to ask my manager permission. Who is my manager? Mahesh is my manager. So I need to send a request. This is my cousin. Could you please approve it? So he has to approve it. It's a process. It's a process with that we need to follow. So all the process business automations, we can do it by using this Power Apps. Now, the other thing about this app is it actually comes with a low cost. It actually comes with a low cost. So we have two type of uh, plans. One is a per app plan where $10 you need to pay every month for individual app. If you see, right, this is something which I can give a good example. If you pay monthly, the Amazon Prime charges is 129 rupees per month. But if you pay yearly, they will cut short it to 999. I don't know what is the cost now, but this is a price which I remember when I have become a Prime customer, correct? In this, one thing which I need to understand is per app, they're taking $10. But if you want to go with the unlimited apps, you can pay $40. Okay. But the good news about our KSR is we have purchased unlimited license. So you can build as many apps you want. But if you are out of KSR, if you want to buy this, you have to spend $40. Okay. If you spend $40, definitely you can go and use it. So $40 comes around 3,000 rupees. So 3,000 rupees, if you spend, you can build unlimited app. But if you go for $10, obviously it comes around 700, where you can use it only one app, right? Now, the other benefits you can have is AI capabilities, where you can see that it supports a lot of sentiment analysis, text recognitions, some bots you can implement. So all this will be part of your AI. And these are some examples which I can show you. Power Apps, like a product app, help desk app, or like inspection app, or you can even build a hotel app. You can build an app for KSR. You can build app for your colleges, office, whatever you want, you can build by using Power App. Now, coming to the last comparison that we can do with respect to Power Apps is how it is different from traditional approach. Now, what is a traditional approach? When I say traditional approach is nothing but your Android Studio, right? What we were seeing, right? The Android Studio. That is nothing but traditional approach. Traditional approach means it's an already an existing technology. In traditional application, this is very important. This 3 points is very important. And that is why we are going with Power Apps. Okay. So in this traditional development, only pro developers could involve with the actual making of an app. I struggled 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I really struggled to do an app in Android Studio. I was not successful. Like, I was not able to do it. Why? I was not able to do it because it's a very tough one. Only the people who have got official training, who have got a good practice, only whoever as a pro developers can go and build an app. Our people, like a normal people like us, we can never go and build an app. You should have been well trained. Now with the traditional app, you have something called waterfall model. So waterfall model means you have to take some time. Immediately you cannot go and see. Okay. So for example, through every release, we can go and see the app. there is a long time before a user can actually see a app. Now, this is a very, very interesting point. If you are using any Android app for building your apps, to see the first version itself, you have to take a lot of time. You have to take a lot of time. Okay, you have to build it, you have to go for a UAT, you have to test it, you have to again put it in the production, and it has to go with the multiple steps. That's a big long story behind your traditional app. But if you're talking about your Power Apps, WYSIYNG. With Power Apps, you can quickly create a usable version of your app because your Power Apps provides what you see is what you get.
Is what you go for it.
So what you see is what you get, right? So what do you mean by what you see, what you get is if you're seeing something, immediately you will be able to get that results. And that's what your Power Apps is so powerful. And user experience the actual working app in a very early stage of development. I have told you within 10 minutes, I can build an app. If you are building an Android app, you have to put a lot of efforts. You have to spend time, only then you will be able to achieve it. But in our case, if you are using Power Apps, very easily, whatever is happening in the development phase, that time only you can go and see it. That's the beauty of Power Apps. Personally, if you ask me, I don't know who was the person who kept all this name. Personally, I like all the Microsoft products: Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and Power Pages. For everything, they've added the word power. And trust me, honestly, it is so powerful. It is so powerful, right? This is how your Power Apps is different from your traditional apps. Okay. So with that, we'll stop the session today. I just wanted to give you a basic introduction why apps is important and what is the current market. Like, we have to build okay traditional app, all this, but now we can even build the same apps by using our Power Apps. And that's what we have seen. A lot of benefits are there. And the most important feature is low code or no code. With that, you can achieve the apps. You can build the app in less than 10 minutes also. Okay, with that, we have seen the introduction. And in the next class, we will talk about how we can start implementing our app. Okay, we will again meet tomorrow for the free class. So please join